So I was telling Matt earlier, what I'm trying to do is, create a mobile web app for the San Francisco dog park people. And did QuickTime go away? QuickTime went away. So I've done, I just want people to be able to stay connected to their dog parks and to each other, and give a digital space for the communities that spring up around dog parks. And so, what? Did I just quit it?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm not paying attention. I'm trying to talk all at the same time. So it's called AlphaDogs, and what I've done is kind of given people a way to discover new parks, a way to connect with each other, kind of a social network for dogs, and to stay in touch with what's going on when you're not at the dog park, and to better prepare for a trip to the dog park. Okay, and that should be recording. And we'll go into presentation mode. So basically what this is a prototype simulating a mobile app. And what I want to do is think about it from how you would hear about it. So in this case, someone sends you an email like, hey, you should join AlphaDogs, you'd really appreciate it. It's basically the recruitment email.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll take you through 3 user tasks and basically see how you do on each, and then I'll ask you questions about it afterward. So the first one is to, obviously you're getting notified that AlphaDogs exists. So what I want you to do is to sign up, find your home park, and connect to another user.
Okay.
Okay.
Do it.
Oh, and also with the prototype tool, if you tap anywhere and say you miss, you don't hit somewhere where there's a link, it'll highlight blue of where you can tap. So
Okay.
those are the only hints you're gonna get.
Okay.
It's anyone's Facebook.
Yeah.
Agree.
Some of those are just for show, so it's you can't fill it out, but you just see that it's there.
Congratulations.
Tweak your settings to make sure you find. Okay.
So we need to invite somebody.
Oh, we gotta find our own dog park.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Go for it. Well, maybe you type in the address. Find it near us. Nope.
We gotta edit it.
Swipe for more. Come on.
Pigs.
Do we really have to pick ours?
Dog parks.
Oh, is that not working? Tap anywhere, see if it highlights blue. It's not, sorry. Here, I'll fix it for you. I forgot to fix that from last night. Okay. So, you went to my settings?
Yep.
Okay.
Do it again.
Try somewhere else.
Okay.
Get started.
There you go.
Alright.
I'll make a new
Dog box. Let me see if you can scroll. Nope. Then maybe go search parks right there. Can you type it? No.
No, I predefined the search.
Okay. Are all the parks on
If
there?
you were going to go to the park closest to your house.
Oh.
Yeah. Now search in there. Scroll it. Oh, you can't. So you can't search it. No, but that's cool. Oh my god, I would freak out if somebody poisoned. Dog on there. Go to dog.
Yeah, you were in the right place. So
And you can't
where
search on
where
there?
are?
Oh, do
that's
you
your
hit that?
location.
Oh, so just assume this is their location?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Okay. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Alamo Square.
Add park first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Park added.
Okay. So you've signed up. You've added the closest park to you.
Yeah.
I should have said that.
Yeah, no, we just were looking for our actual park from where we are right
And then
now.
we gotta
Right.
go,
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not that functional.
and then gotta go invite a friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
My pack.
you know the person from the park that you're at. Hey, get out of here.
Okay. So,
My pack.
oh, we know Jackson. Let's connect. Stella.
We're dumb.
No, it's fine. Talk your way through it. So,
Okay.
where do you feel like you're lost? Why? What? Talk it out. Yeah.
Alright, so
Yeah,
we're
it
trying to
does-
find our people to connect with. So we went to our pack, and you can't park there. So
Cool.
You can't click on
The
it.
trouble
so-
with that is because you're a new user, you wouldn't really have a pack. Pack
Okay.
is like the people that you're connected to. Like
Oh,
if you
really?
look at
Okay.
like friends on
okay.
Facebook.
So what if we go to this dog park or?
No. You've already gone to dog park, so maybe we should go back to like the main page.
Go to profile.
There we go. And nope. Because that's the account, so I guess we need to look at something, connect with friends.
You were there
Oh, my pack? No.
from the map.
Oh,
So if you know the person from your home park,
okay, go on the map. So click on your park again. Okay, so
So I don't see anybody to connect with.
right?
I wonder if
but
we
you
can
would want to
view-
see what's going on.
view
at the
posts.
park.
yeah.
Oh, I gotcha.
There you go, Jackie. All right.
Yeah.
So if you know someone from here,
Oh yeah, we obviously know. Actually, we do know Mary Jo. Oh, we should avoid her though.
Yeah.
I don't like her. Jackson seems way cooler.
I
Connect.
think we can click on their.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
there you go.
And that's Jackson.
And then let's join it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Jackson. All right, cool.
What if
And go ahead and tap it again, just so you can see what happens. So if you hook up with
Oh.
someone, they have to approve it, right?
Gotcha.
And then once they approve it, then you can actually direct message that person.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that was the end of task 1. So I'll ask you some questions about that before we move on to task 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw that you guys use Facebook. Would that be how you would sign up for the site most likely, rather than like entering your demo information or?
I think so, just because it's easier to sign up that way. It's
Yeah, I
quicker.
would. So like for me, I sign up like if it's stuff like this where it's meant to be social, like then I would sign up for if it's something that is not like where I'm like I don't really want. I don't want like have it be
connected.
connected. Then I won't.
Okay.
So like yeah, if it's a social thing, then I probably would.
See, like, I'll tend to sign up for something with Facebook, and then they're like, we want to access all your contacts.
Yeah.
Then I'll say no.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, I don't want you digging through all my shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, if they come.
That's
with,
what I
if-
do,
yeah,
too.
if they come with anything that forced me to like let them post on my site or anything like that, I don't like that.
No, but
So I avoid
Yeah.
that.
Because in my warning, like, all I say is we won't post on your behalf,
Yeah.
but I don't want to access people's contacts. I want, like, that's the difference between this kind of thing and Facebook. It's like, only be friends with who
With
you
you, yeah.
need to be friends with.
Mm-hmm.
How many dog parks would you consider checking out on a regular basis? Like, the activity would you follow?
probably the one up the hill, whatever that's called, Douglas Park by Phil's, and then maybe Bernal, because those are the 3 we go to most frequently. So I noticed on there that it had like poisoning or different sort of events. So those would be, I'd definitely check those out before we went.
So, 2,
Before-
3?
I would say 3 at most.
3 dog parks. And how often would you check on those parks? Would you, like, check every time before you go? Every so often? Would you...
I would probably check like every time before we went, but Matt probably would
Yeah, I'm
check
just
less
trying to think
frequently.
of like. Yeah, it depends on like. Are you gonna do push stuff to people, or are you?
Not right away. Like I'm doing web app. Like to do push
Yeah.
notifications, you need a native app.
Well, so like for the one up the hill, it's always shut down because of too much rain. So before I go walk up the hill, I would check to see if it's
Because
open.
you actually just asked that the other day, remember? Because we thought it was closed.
Yeah.
And we were like.
I saw a closure sign up there.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so it gets closed.
closed pretty frequently because there's not enough sun to dry out the grass.
Yeah.
It floods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we would check it. I would probably check it for that.
Yeah.
Daily. And what information from going through that did you think was most useful? You kind of hit every page on the spot just because you got lost. But,
Yeah.
What do you think, I don't know, helped you the most, or that you saw was most something that you would use all the time?
I think the incidents are, that would be something that I'd want to just check out every once in a while, just because you're in San Francisco and there's all those. I mean, there have been a few situations where people have put out those poison treats.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would be, just because I'm a cautious dog mom.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could. I mean, I think there's probably certain. Like, so you guys have a pretty social. Like, your dog park is like. I guess they're a pretty social aspect. I think we had a little bit more of that at Lafayette Park than we do at like here. But
Oh, I see it in Lafayette too.
So like where you're, it's kind of the same group kind of going there more often.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see like if you use this, then knowing like who's out there.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
If on a Friday you have a bunch of like people that are going out there like getting drinks, you may just like okay. Because I think for
it could become.
that is one thing like kind of like working out by yourself. Like you don't want to go all the way up to the dog park if you can go by yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So really the social aspect of it.
Okay.
Or I can say someone come pick up Stu, so I'm off to actually go walk.
Mm-hmm.
So you did get lost. What would you say was something missing from like my instructions or from the flow? What did you think? Like I know a couple of the links broke, which I'll have to fix. But
well, I think.
What did you think was the straightforward path to find your park?
I guess actually just knowing that this is like a beta and all the parks in San Francisco aren't necessarily available, that would be helpful because we were actually looking for the park in our neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been a little bit more obvious if it was identifying the park based on your geolocation in the app.
Yeah.
You didn't notice that it was geolocation right off the bat, right?
No, you did, but you thought that.
I thought it was going to be to us. Like I thought.
Right, like
Yeah.
it actually was geolocation.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
we were looking at like and I actually like. I almost think that should be like the first, like not like find a pack, but just like find your park would be like the first thing. Like I would, like right off the bat, that I would like want to be a button on there, like because then once you do that, then you know who's there already and you can add people. But like that would be the first thing that I would want to do is kind of look at that.
Okay.
The beginning
Here,
again.
let me go back. Yeah, I can do it. I'll do it faster.
Yeah. So this was.
So you sign in with Facebook.
Yeah.
Sign up. Boom. So maybe something right here even.
Yeah. So even like instead of even so we had instructions, so I probably would have just gone to get started. I wouldn't have gone to my settings, but I think at least for me, I went there because I was like, oh, I have a task of finding my park. I probably would have.
Or switch the order. Maybe get started first and settings down below.
Yeah, and this maybe even not get started, but just like find your park. Like that would have been. Then I would have clicked on that, but I think I clicked on my settings a little bit, because it was first, and a little bit because I thought maybe that's the way I should be doing it, but I normally wouldn't go to my settings on a thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I think if get started was highlighted a little bit more, so maybe even in bold font or something made it stand out relative to settings and find friends, because I do think that would be the first thing you'd want to do is...
Yeah, because I think, like, that, kind of what you talked about in the beginning, like, you don't want access to your entire contact because...
You don't have any yet.
Well, but also it's like it's not, like, we have a lot of friends on Facebook. It's going to be, like, 1 or 2 people that we maybe are going to connect. Like, it's more connecting to the park than connecting to your friends kind of thing.
Cool. So you skip the sign-up process, but when you go through the sign-up process, you put in your information, right? You can put in your dog information, and then you can find your park.
Gotcha.
Right there.
Yeah.
So what I did have before, which I'm thinking I might put back in, is once you're done with the sign-up process, whether it's with us or through Facebook, is that before you see anything, you get recommended a park.
Yeah.
And say, based on your location and your dog's
Yeah, here are the parks.
interests, we recommend this
That'd
park
be
or these
awesome.
park. Okay. I had it before I pulled it out.
Yeah.
Allie kind of had the same comment for me last night.
Yeah, no, I think that would be just because I think that's your app experience is going to improve if you get, like, that's the first place you should start. Cause then,
I think so,
Because
too.
then you'd be like, because then if I were then, like, say this is our park and I had friends up there that I was like, oh, let's see if they're connected to this. Like, I'd want to see who in my network is connected to that park, you know, and then start to build my pack. Ow, ow, ow!
Excellent feedback, guys. Okay, so we'll go to task 2 now.
Okay.
Go ahead and go to the home. Where would you tap if you were going home?
Oh.
Okay, it's actually the logo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that.
You wouldn't?
I would. Home, the logo.
You get a logo? Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
No, all opinion. There are no wrong opinions here. Okay, so the second one is now that you've signed up, you've developed a pack. You want to check in with your pack in, every which way. So say you want to see what's going on and connect with someone passing information along or whatever and that kind of stuff. So there are a couple ways that you can connect with your pack, and we'll see how many you would use.
Okay. So I see this pack activity. So if this was Brutus, who we know already, and I wanted to respond to him, probably just hit reply to this.
Which is right. It's just not working here,
Yeah.
but I got it.
So that'd be one way that I think
Maybe.
we could communicate. What else? Let's go to my.
Well, I would check my pack and see what else.
Okay.
Go directly. Messages, pack posts, my posts. So maybe if there's...
So yeah, if we want to write a message. Okay, so now we could write a message to Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. No, you can't do that.
Yeah, this is all just like
Yep, prototype.
superficial links.
Yep, and then
And
back
then
post to
posts.
see what
Yeah.
people are talking about.
And then I could reply.
Or write a new
Write
post.
A new post. Gotcha.
Ooh, you could add a pic, then pin it, map it.
And then this is the categories like you were talking
Okay.
about, Jackie.
Yeah.
So if there is a poisoning, if there's a fight, if there's a party, whatever,
Yeah.
you can choose from all these categories.
Oh, cool.
Gotcha.
And then my post, maybe see if people responded to it.
Add the post. And then my post, yeah, beautiful day.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be your most recent.
Yeah, activity. Mm-hmm.
Cool. If you guys pretty much did it, but I'll just go ahead and go back to pack post, and you can go through the reply process if you want. If you reply to that person.
Add reply.
Sweet.
Cool.
So yeah, you hit all of those very easily. Let's say, so basically out of your options, you could reply, you can add a post, or you could direct message someone. Which would be your main method of connecting with people or checking in with people?
Messages. I'd probably go to the general post.
Yeah. Or, well, it depends. Yeah, I mean, I think go to the general posts or the messages. Just, it depends if you
Wanted to connect with one or multiple people, I guess.
Yeah.
Right, that's the difference. So messages are one-on-one.
Right.
Posts are everyone you're connected to sees it.
And then they had the pack activity. I could see, like, responding to that as the group, right? Like, of, hey, we're gonna get a group to go have beers at the park with our dogs. You know, say we're on our way.
Yeah. So what I've done with the homepage is just given you kind of a glimpse, like so you can see the most recent pack activity, and if you push left or right or swipe, then you could see the map, you could see the parks. So, like park activity, you'd say like, oh, stuff's going on at this park. People are posting all at these parks. So it's just like a kind of a window into the more, the more advanced tools, I guess you would say. Would you use the messaging system within AlphaDogs instead of like just texting someone?
I actually think probably. Well,
Yeah,
like
I think
we
probably.
weren't like I think of like Lafayette. Like we didn't really have the phone numbers of a lot of people.
Of everyone. So I think that that would definitely be a way to connect with people. Usually we just like showed up and everyone was there.
And if you were a user, would you use the messaging system daily, never, 1 to 5?
Oh.
1 being never, 5 being daily.
I would say probably a 2 on the messaging, 3. I mean, it would have to be like a specific, you know, conversation that you're trying to have with someone that, where you didn't have their phone number, but you were either going to meet them up there or there was, I don't know. Because I feel like I would probably connect with the broader audience more frequently.
The pack.
Yeah, the pack.
Okay.
Versus the one-on-one messaging.
Yeah, I guess like I would think after time, the people that you'd message, or you'd probably, if like you became close, you would get their phone number.
Yeah.
And maybe just send them a text. But yeah, I think the broader group, if you're either trying to give information to the entire group, or you're trying to communicate with a bigger group.
Perfect. You kind of answered my next question anyway, too. So when do you feel that it would be necessary to know what's going on at your home park? Is it more of a... Yes. Is it more of like a just because I'm going thing, or... this is kind of a push notification question. Would you want to get that kind of information if you aren't looking for it?
Well, then I think I would opt into I would hope that there'd be an option to opt into the push notifications versus out, and I guess depends on, because I would like to have, if there was a big event at the park or...
Yeah, I think the problem, so we use Nextdoor, or we signed up for it, and thought it, like, it'd be interesting to know about your neighborhood, but it was, like, too much. Like, we get, in our neighborhood, like, you'd have, like, 45 posts a day, that would get pushed. Like, I would get 45 emails, like, from Nextdoor. Like,
right, until you go back into your settings.
And then I'd say no notifications at all because it was too much. Like, if there was a way to say, like, if there's a big event or there's, like, poison, like, or, like... Like someone like
or if the park shuts down, that would be good too. For like maintenance
those,
or anything.
Yeah, like if there's like if you could, of the things that you had to push, like the images, if you had like, I want notifications for this, like if there is one of those big things, I'd be much more inclined to accept that as opposed to, like if it was just a bunch of people posting stuff. Because Nextdoor, I don't use it anymore because of that. Like, it's just too much information to digest.
I get that for sure. I just signed up for Twitter and I turned off like everything.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to know shit. What I was gonna ask is, so if you go up to my pack real quick. So say here, if there's messages, pack posts, or my posts, say there's something new. If you had that like little red dot with the number of messages next, would that be something that would draw your attention towards it? Like how you get on your phone if you have like an email or you miss a phone call?
I don't know, because I think that if there were so many, if people were continuously posting and there were so many, I probably would be like, I don't want to sort through 15 different posts.
Okay.
Maybe more so if it was a message and there was like a red icon or something that I could notice a direct message. But you just don't know if it's necessarily relevant for you.
Right. Because right now, I mean, I'm not pushing anything on anyone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm being like, trying to draw people in and being like, you're wanting to seek it out. We don't want,
Right.
to inundate you with this information. Okay, great. So, the last task I'll have you guys go through is to think about, like, if you're coming from out of the city and you want to find a new dog park, get directions to that park, and then once you're at that park, check in.
Mm-hmm. So outside of the cities.
So go ahead and start back from the home page again. And if you're looking to find... Oh, that's right. You're looking for a park with a beach.
Oh, so then go to map. And so, can you scroll on the map? No. So maybe go to dog parks.
So
What did you just do?
I was trying to zoom out.
Oh.
So then I maybe go dog parks, search parks. So now I can see that one's by the beach.
Ooh, go to that one. Yeah. Fort Funston, so click on it. Yeah. Cool.
So this is like the individual park page, and you can scroll this because there's a lot more information.
Oh, so it's here.
And then what was the next?
Riker.
Mr. Berkeley.
Surf, fetch. This park seems awesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
And alright, let me see it by.
Cool.
And then we can up here and we can check in.
Sweet. Check in.
Notify the pack for sure. Check in. Add it to my parks.
It's not live.
Map
So you've
it.
checked in, which was part of it, but you need to know how to get there first before you check in.
Before you check in.
So I'd map it.
We'll scroll down to see if you can.
Okay, well.
View all posts.
Get directions.
There you go.
I should add a link to the map too.
And then.
Oh, cool. We have our
And then
directions.
check in.
No.
So you're there, you checked in. Alright, perfect.
Easy peasy.
Well done, sir. Alright, so where would you guys went to the map first. Would you say that would be the first place you would go if you wanted to find a new park?
By the beach? If that was specific to the beach, faux show.
You'd go to the map first?
I think so. If we were looking for a specific... Yeah.
Okay.
E-
This is,
Yeah.
again, also assuming that all the parks are underdog parks.
Yeah.
Right, like they're not all there, so.
Gotcha.
And I should design it out where all 10 are in there, so maybe I'll do that tomorrow. And how do you typically hear about new dog parks?
Usually, I'm walking around and I find it because it's got to be something convenient. But other than that, I think it's word of mouth, right? Don't you think somebody
that's how I
invites
heard
us?
about Fort Funston.
Fort Funston, yeah, and then the hill right there, Bernal Heights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's word of mouth primarily.
Okay. And how likely would you be to rate or post about new dog parks you visited? Like once you go there and you're like, oh, this is awesome. On a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being not likely, 5 being very likely.
We're kind of content consumers versus content generators, so I feel like
So not likely.
not that likely if I really think about our social habits, social network habits.
And that way as well. I'm a lurker.
Yeah, I'm a lurker. For sure.
And how interested would you be in finding new parks? Would you say it's something you'd be very interested in, not that interested in?
We
I'd say like medium for us.
yeah,
Like,
medium.
I think it's one of those things like kind of get in your your groove, but then like I think it's kind of a fun. It could be like a fun thing to like go do. Like,
Yeah.
Because we think of like let's go meet up with Adam and Lane and go to Fort Funston, like just because it's like a new place and
Yeah.
or it's a kind of a special
And
place.
the dogs like
Dogs
it.
like
And
it.
Yeah. I think it also has a lot to depend on your dog. Like if you have a puppy,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
you're gonna want to go to a bunch of new places. 'Cause
Exactly.
They just got to get the energy out. But if you have an old dog, like Stella or Stu, they're kind of more set in their ways.
Totally.
If you saw her, she just laid down.
Well, and we used to take Stu and Bosco out all the time to all different places, so that's not yours.
It's still going. Okay, and would you consider the opinions, posts, ratings of other users when researching new dog parks?
Absolutely. We look at Yelp before we go anywhere, so it's very important.
All right. So just a few more generic questions, and we're done. What was your overall impression of the app?
I liked it. I thought the user interface was the best part, though. I mean, it's very colorful and engaging. I mean, the pictures of the dogs in my pack were very cool.
Yeah, and you can toy around with it all you want if you, just thinking of whatever. I gotta add a few links here. This thing is kind of finicky, the prototyping tool. So you like the UI, the pictures, the colors. Do you think it's like useful? Would you say it's like something that? Would you say it's more of like something you check out, or like you would want a native app on your phone?
I think a native app on the phone would be really helpful. Particularly for San Francisco. I mean, if I was in the burbs, then I don't think I would ever use it, because I'd probably just, we'd go to the park so infrequently that I wouldn't want it on my phone necessarily, but...
Yeah, I think it'd be something that I'd more want as a native app. Like,
yeah.
Not something I would probably go to the website to like look at. Be something like where you're going real quick and just flip it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so pretty much how I have it is that like you can add it to your home screen or whatever, and then it takes you to the website, even though it's not a native app.
Yeah, yeah, but it's like it would be an app on your phone that would
Right, yeah, you just hit a button and you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that would be the same.
And would you say you would use the site?
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no? Yes.
Oh, website? Or
Just as
or
it is,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
think it's useful.
Mhm.
And
definitely
which
useful.
feature did you like the most? Like the dog parks, the map, the pack connection?
I think I like the park activity or the pack activity, because I would probably just have a pack exclusive to my local dog parks, and I would want to stay connected to that information.
And I like the being able to like partition off what the message is, like if there's poison, or if there's a party,
Yep.
or the park's closed or
The
something.
message categories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I think that like ultimately you could probably filter by that, and then like filter in stuff that I care about as opposed to stuff I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can do that on the map, and you can do that with the parks. If you hit on the filter, you can
The filter right there.
filter what kind of parks you even
Oh,
want to
yeah.
know about.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, because I could see you doing what are the best off-leash dog parks.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, like, because I wouldn't go to a park that you can't have your dog off leash.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Or if we're feeling like Stu's feeling risky, go to some with a lot of fights.
Mm-hmm.
Some poisonings.
Yeah.
That's what you'd want to avoid.
Gotcha.
Do you think in the kind of things you want to know about dog parks, is anything missing? Like, in either finding out about him, connecting with people or the parks or anything like that? Like push notifications you mentioned.
The only thing I could think about is like if you could create an event, like as part of it, like if you did want to have like something that people would come to, like I don't know, that people could sign up for, and like almost like a invite kind of thing, or I don't know.
You mean like make it more viral? Or,
Well, like
or
if you had like like here's an event that's going on at your park, it's Stuart's 5th birthday party, like, and people could, as opposed to it being caught in the stream, maybe it's like something that is more
Like
an event
more
that's
broad
yeah.
than just the people who you're connected with. Like you want to be able to
Oh,
tell
you mean
more
so? You
people
mean
than that?
distinct from my posts?
Yeah.
Or
You could put a post and tag it as an event, and your
Okay.
pack would know.
yeah, so that would be fine. I just like like if you real quick just like went to see if like any of your like almost like Facebook events where like it's separate from your stream. Like you have like oh, like there's a bunch of people going to this event like specifically at the park, like, you know, to kind of not force you, but if you needed like a little bit more of a commitment that people are gonna go, as opposed to just having it out there, you know.
Cool. Yeah, Alex said the same thing because he said he goes to like a bunch of Frenchie meetups, and I noticed that with Chrissy Beach that they'll have like Ridgeback meetups or Bulldog meetups. So something like that, I think.
Bulldog meetups.
Bulldog meetups are
That's
funny because none of them could swim, but they're all at the beach.
I watched a video of.
How would you rate the overall difficulty of finding your way around?
I thought it was pretty easy.
Yeah, I thought it was really intuitive. Matt, I mean, I think there was user error.
But everybody has user error. It's fine.
Yeah.
But
I think now that, you know, we've gone through it.
You think it would be a quick learn? Like
Yeah.
It would be a quick study?
Yeah, I think
if you could just click on a bunch of buttons and kind of, you know, rifle through all the tabs, then you'd know in a few minutes. I
also joined Instagram not too long ago, and I have no idea how to use it, so I never use it. Do you think you would get turned off if you can't figure it out right away?
This is way more intuitive than Instagram, because I agree. Instagram isn't, like... Yeah, I have the same problem with Instagram, so... yeah, I do think, though, that if I mean, more generally, if you can't figure out, you know, how to navigate an app...
Do you think like a little walkthrough is helpful when you visit new sites or use new apps?
I never do the walkthrough. I always just click around to figure it out on my own, because a lot of apps do provide that kind of that, you know, here, let's scroll through 1, 2, 3, here are the things to think about, this is where you go. And usually
I don't do them either because I like want the challenge. I'm like, okay, I want to try and figure this out.
Me too.
Okay. Sweet. That's basically it. I know your demographic information. But there is a question. How technologically savvy would you say you are on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being not at all, 5 being expert?
And is expert like somebody who can code?
It's just whatever you think an expert is.
Then I think we're probably 3.5.
Both of you? And how many hours
Matt's
a week?
probably 3.
How many hours a week would you guys say, both of you and Stu, would you say you spend at the dog park?
An hour. We only take them on the weekends.
An hour a day, so about 5 hours?
No, we only take them on the weekends.
So,
okay.
Yeah. And so I'd say an hour
Or
a
2.
week. Or 2. Yeah, a week.
1 to 2 a week. Alright, and then I just have like a quick checklist. If you could just put like, what would be the top 3 features that you would use? Just rate them 1, 2, 3. Each of you guys. You can have red, you can have black.